Alright, what's going on, everybody? Austin again, coming back with another video. I know it's been a little bit since my last video came out, and I was talking about, having videos out twice a week and stuff like that. But, life happens, get busy, school's starting back up, spring break is over, I was working nights, 40 hours a week, so, I don't know, got away from me. But, back, actually doing a video you guys weren't even in the knowing about. I recently purchased a performance radiator from a company called Yanaka Motorsports. They're in Canada. So, pretty crazy. I've been waiting about 8 or 9 days for this radiator to finally get here. I just got here maybe, I want to say like 2 hours ago. I was out in San Clemente picking up some new boots for work. So, just got home. Obviously, we got the modded Miata up on the ramps, and we're going to put this in. Luckily I have enough coolant and everything, and if not, I have a gift card to Pep Boys, so we're gonna run down there and pick up stuff if we need to. Let me show you guys the radiator real fast here. So this is the Yanaka Motorsports radiator. It looks pretty nice, actually. Really good quality. Let's see here, some nice welds. Let's see if we can focus on that. Oh, taking a photo? Alright, whatever. So, obviously we have dual fan setup, fan shroud, radiator. I'm not sure how many rows this is. It might be 3, I want to say. Would make most sense. Comes with a new radiator cap. It doesn't look like it comes with any of the mounting brackets. So, hardware, excuse me. It has the brackets and everything welded in, but I think we're going to have to use the stock ones, which is perfectly fine. Comes with some bullet connections already on it, which is pretty cool. It's not going to focus either. Comes with some bullet connections, so that works. I don't know if I'm going to set up both fans right now. On my stock setup, I am running just one fan there. Just some normal Pep Boys fan, because that's what I got available to me. But hopefully that's going to do a lot better. As far as cooling, I had a problem before with cooling, not so much now. Me and my buddy installed, I don't know if you can see it here, there you go, a coolant reroute. So it runs from the radiator here down, back, behind the block, and then in. And I obviously switched around the thermostat, extended the connections. So anyone who's into Miatas will pretty much know what that modification is. Pretty common one. It's actually dropped my temperatures quite a lot. So I have installed a temperature gauge. So that's been showing me that's towards the front near the radiator. So that gives me the temperature of the front. Found out that the original gauge on the dash here is actually from the back. It's from a sensor at the back of the engine. So I kind of have this cool thing where I know the back of the engine's coolant temperature, and I know the front of the engine's coolant temperature that's actually going into the top of the radiator. So yep, gonna get that installed right now. Obviously you guys are coming along with me watching this whole thing happen. I figured it'd be a cool how-to video, or not really how-to, just a me installing something video, as opposed to one of just like the reviews or anything. A couple of people have been asking about the Veloster. The Veloster is here. The Veloster is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Yes, a video is coming out on it. It's just gonna, take me some time. Like I said, there she is. She moved her out of the driveway because obviously the Miata's there. But yeah, Veloster is just hanging out until we get all the stuff on it. Just got some tint done, so looking a lot meaner and everything. If you guys aren't aware, my dad's selling his truck. It's a 2007 Nissan Armada. So if you're looking for a big truck, pull around a bunch of people, big old V8 trying to waste gas, it's for sale. Hit me up. Hopefully you might be able to work something out. So let's just go ahead and get this started. Enough of me talking. If anyone needs a fan, let me know. $5. I'm just kidding. Probably more than that, but still. Let me know. Let's drain the coolant. Okay. So the goal here is to drain the coolant and hopefully reuse it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Should be good enough. Why not? A white shirt working on cars. Okay. Sorry, Mom. Hey, make sure you put something down. God damn it. So, I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but that coolant is slightly discolored. Let me take you guys in a little closer here. Hang on. 2 seconds. So that's slightly discolored. I don't think we're going to be reusing that. Yeah, I think unfortunately we're going to have to change that. But, you know, nature of the business. Hey, hey. See, now we're making Mom proud. It's alright. I'm sure someone's going to say something about this thing, but don't worry to me. Alright guys, so once you disconnect upper radiator hose, radiator, lower radiator hose, let all coolant drain out, definitely make sure you put something underneath that splatters kind of everywhere. I mean, yeah, so just make sure you have something down. Coolant doesn't stain as bad as oil, but it's a stain, parents get pissed, you don't want that going on. So next thing we're going to do is undo bolts right here. Let's see if we can focus this. No. Hang on. Let's go to manual focus. Let's go ahead. There we go. Look at that. So, once you undo these bolts right here, as well as here. Oh, we're horribly. Alright. There we go. Right there and right there. And then just down here, if you can see it, let's zoom in. Down on the lower corners, you just got those little rubber grommets right there. And it'll pull straight out. So, not too difficult. Should be able to get it done in a couple seconds here. I'll let you know what size bolts are. Alright guys, so once you remove these bolts here, one there, and you put them in a safe location, there is 2 more bolts right, kind of hard to see, they're right here. See the threads kind of sticking out right here? So it's 2 bolts there. They are 13 millimeter. I checked. There's one obviously there. One here on the other side. Just beyond down there. And then it looks like that's the last bolt. So we're almost out here. Alright guys, so those 2 bolts here on the side were actually 12 millimeters. So I just got a drill extension. Threw the 12 millimeters on there, took them right out. It appears that's all the bolts, so we're just going to go ahead and lift this out. Make sure all the coolant's out. Just leave everything on there, just connected and everything, so that way all this coolant comes out and you're not spilling everywhere. I mean, I'll probably still spill, but, you know, life happens. Alright, so here's the stock one. Things like order the Niam. So glad to get that out of here. That's gonna go in the bin. Or if someone wants a 1-row bent stock Miata radiator, let me know and you can have it. I don't need it anymore. We're gonna get rid of this because that's not gonna fit. So much space. You run a turbo intercooler, just a big old one. Or you do a V-mount intercooler in radiator setup. Literally from like right here to like right here is just space, and like that way. It's ideal. Disconnect that. So originally what I did is I had the stock turn signal light plugged in, and I cut the power wire, and crimped a connection on there and connected that to my fan. But I have LED signal light turn signals now, and I'd kind of like to use them because I paid for them. So we're gonna ditch this method, find something else. We might run a wire from the fan through the firewall and into the cigar lighter or cigarette lighter. But I don't know. But this is too ghetto. That's not ghetto. So we're gonna upgrade that whole power system, because I'd like to use these because they're nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Yanaka Racing or Yanaka Motorsports radiator. Throw it in here, see if it'll fit, see how it's gonna fit, because that's a lot wider, bigger fans. We'll see. Should work fine though. I'm not too worried about it. I know it'll fit. I almost don't want to put it in, you know? It's just so beautiful, you don't want to get it dirty. But, you know, the pursuit of race car. Alright, so just make sure all these lines are out of the way. General going in. You know, extreme precision. You don't want to fuck anything up. And I'm fucking stuff up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Austin, why didn't you move all that stuff? Well, hey, I didn't. I'm not gonna. Oh yeah. You know, I mean, you can't tell it's scratched once it's in there. Oh my god, dude. Okay, that sucked. So, just realized So, if you look, Exhibit A, these clips right here, or pegs, I guess you could say, right there. These got to come off and got to go on the new one, otherwise they won't mount. It's a learning experience, people. Learning experience. Alright. Try it again. Alright guys, it's in. It's actually fairly simple. Realizing now more and more that my vehicle definitely was in a bit of an accident or something, because you can see clear gap, great fitment, and bows a little bit, bows a lot of bit, a clear kink right here, and it opens back up. So definitely something with that. It definitely affected tightening it down, but I got it snug all the way, and everything sets down there perfectly fine. And damn, this thing looks good. It's definitely a lot wider. It's definitely going to be a tight fit for your stock one. Getting it past, I would definitely recommend, if you're doing this with the stock radiator hose, like where it just curves off here, I would recommend you take off this intake tube, because I mean the fans hit pretty like substantially, so I kind of just didn't care and just freaking shoved it in there. But you know, that's how I roll. Pop this open and look. It is actually a 2-row, really like wide channel 2-row, really wide channel. Let me see if we can get you in here. Alright, you see those? Let's see if we can get the perfect light. No, it's not happening. Well, there's channels inside there that, yeah, it's not happening. There's channels inside there, if you can see them. They're about, I want to say, an inch right here and an inch right here. Just super flow. Come on. Alright, whatever. A lot of flow. It says on their website that it flows 200% more coolant than the stock one, which I definitely believe. So, like I said, just reconnect radiator hose, your upper radiator hose, your lower radiator hose, as well as your overflow line, and make sure that's all good to go. And that, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just fill it. Make sure that plugs in underneath. Down here, we got the fan wires, so we're gonna have to hook those up. Just something. It looks like they actually get away from. Okay, yeah. Make sure this is tight. Get away from the Phillips little plug, which is actually pretty cool, because that thing's kind of a pain, and it's made of like rubber, so it can heat and expand and break and strip out. This is all really nice metal, probably CNC aluminum. Got a nice O-ring on here, good seal. So we'll grab a crescent wrench, tighten that up, and then get this thing filled. I gotta connect the lower radiator hose, and I have to wire up the fans, and then these are probably gonna be loud, really loud fans. Probably gonna be like freaking NASCAR, Formula Drift, something like that. But that's okay, you know, race car. Everyone's gonna hear my fans and think it's a turbo. No, I'm just kidding. If you hear fans and think it's a turbo, you really shouldn't be around modified cars. But that's okay. To each their own. Everyone's at a different level. And I'm just seeing how this video goes. You know, this is my first time making one of these, so working on it. Okay, that's hand tight for now. Pull off this crap. Another thing that I really don't understand, with guys who make these types of videos all the time, you must clean your hands a lot, bro, because, I mean, I've wiped my hands off like 75 times before I touch the camera, and being under here, I mean, there's no switching hands and putting this stuff on. You gotta do it with the one hand you're using, because you don't want to get your camera all dirty, and if you do, I mean, you're probably not using a very nice camera. And if you are, man, you really must be making a lot of money. So I'm gonna set this camera aside, throw that hose on, tighten that up, wire. I'll show you guys a little bit of the wiring, and then yeah, we'll be done. See you later. Alright guys, so while I'm under here, a couple things I want to add in. That bolt right here underneath, you want to make it tight, but you don't want to freaking break the hell out of it. I mean, it's aluminum. This is aluminum, you know, it's going into aluminum everything, so you really don't want to make it that tight. Aluminum doesn't expand that much, and there's no ring in there, so you're kind of set. As well, while I'm under here, it's pretty, I mean, I'd recommend, other people recommend you replace your coolant lines, your radiator hoses. I mean, I definitely would. It wasn't in my budget. I was looking at Mishimoto radiator hoses, but I just couldn't afford it. I mean, I could, but I wasn't about to spend that much money. So yeah, I would recommend replacing these as well. I'd get away from the stock Miata kind of, like, they're almost like tension clips. They just kind of expand and then close and tighten down to whatever they're sealing around. So I'd recommend getting some hose clamps instead, as opposed to that. But, you know, in due time. As well, you can see my green suspension under here. That's right there. My springs. They're just lowering springs, not fancy. I wish they were fancy, but they're not. But pretty soon we're going to be running some Racelands. Yeah, not the cheap $400 ones. We're probably going to get their newest one with the adjustable dampering and stuff like that. I'll probably be picking those up, especially because I just got my tax return back. And that was really nice. As well, another thing I noticed, if you look right, I'll show you up above as well. Right here. Oh god, hand. Come on. Right here. And right here, you kind of have these like tabs, like that are larger than where the fans are sitting right now. And I think, see right here, I think what it's for is, correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am, if you run oversized fans, I believe, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But maybe if you're running oversized, oh crap, hang on. If you're running oversized fans, maybe you hook them up there. I'm not sure. I'm just ready to get this filled up and get it going. So, give me a sec.